Okay guys, I've been making Christmas ornaments. I've been doing them 4 different ways, 2 with alcohol ink and 2 with paint. So tonight I want to start out by talking about the alcohol inks. There is a brand called Pinata. Here's your pinatas. And there is the brand that I bought from Amazon. As you can see, the bottles are considerably smaller. But I've done a ton of things with these size bottles, so I'm not worried about that at all. And I also bought the same size bottle, but in metallic. So let me just kind of run through this real quick with you. Here are the metallics. I got 16 colors in metallic. And I got 24 colors. Just random colors, or there'd be like 3 or 4 shades of green, you know, 2 or 3 of purple, that kind of thing. And then there's Pinata. I haven't done much with, but I've been playing with Pinata. There was 9 shades in Pinata. Okay. Pinata, bigger bottles. They are much more pigmented and thicker, which surprised me. I'm really going to have to play with those because I was expecting them to react the same way that these did. The ones, my first set that I got from Amazon. So I'm going to show you kind of how the alcohol inks play. Because, remember, 24, 16, and these 2 cost what those 9 pinatas cost me. I like them all, but I just want you to be aware. And I want you to see the difference. Because when I bought these, my theory was I had never done it. Did I want to invest that much into ink and not like it? You know, so I decided to get as much for my money as I could, but keep the price down and play with it and see if it's something I liked. And if it was, then I would get the more expensive ones. So that's what I did. And because I did like it, and they're reacting a lot differently, and so I just want to show you. I want you to see some examples, because the ones I had already made, this one was from this alcohol ink from Amazon. This one, we have a green over here, kind of greens and blues. All of these are the ones I used this ink. Now we're going to play with it a little bit and actually stamp. We're using 3 different colors here. I'm sorry, 3 different sets. I'm going to keep the brands together, but we're using the same colors. You know what I mean? The color combination of purple, yellow, and pink. We're going to stamp those colors with Pinata. And then we're going to stamp them with just the regular ink. Get that up here. Nope. And then we're going to stamp with our metallics. So you can see the effects that it's going to have. And I'm going to use an ornament. I'm going to use a large one that had messed up on me. This was when I was trying to seal it. But we're going to use this one as the sample. So let me we're going to need 3 little pads. So let me cut a couple more. Now this is something, I would say wear gloves of course, but I wouldn't let kids do it unless they were teenage, maybe even 11 or 12 if you're watching them, but it can be a mess quick. And they stink. The pinata really stinks. So, you know, being a large room like I'm in now, if it's a nice day, crack a window, you know, or do it outside. But, yeah. Little kids I wouldn't let near them. We're going to start with the regular ones, the ones that I had been using already. And you're just going to put some dots. You're going to think, that is nothing. What do you mean? And then remember we talked about dark colors, so I'm just going to put one large place of purple. Okay. Then you're just going to come in and you're going to start stamping. And I turn mine so that it's not one pattern, you know. Okay. So you can kind of see, ignoring the, blues underneath it there that got messed up. But you can see it's translucent but colorful. You know, it still looks good, right? So now let's take those same colors in metallic and see what kind of result we get. And I'm going to do the same. You know, I'm going to be heavier with the yellow and the pink. Let's see, I had 3 yellow spots. And then I came in with 1, 2, 3 pink. And I put a larger purple edge over here. Okay. Now we're just going to start same thing. Just stamp. Rotating. Now because these are so much more opaque, can't necessarily say they're metallic, but they are more opaque. I may have wanted to even tone down the yellow, the purple a little bit more. But same colors. One says metallic, one does not. Now, we're going to go to Pinata, the most expensive of all. And we'll do the same. 3 spots of, let me get that lint off. 3 spots of yellow. Pink. Put pink in the middle, and then 2 spots here. And then we did a larger purple edge. Okay. Now this one I'm going to kind of come down a little so that you can see them all, but they're still going to be separated. All right, so Pinata. I'm getting white paint on me from having my finger poked in there, and the white paint inside was not dry. Okay, but if you'll notice, metallics, the 16 metallics, the 9 pinatas, not a whole heck of a lot of difference in those at all. Obviously the other one is. It's more pale, it's more pastel. But, yeah, look at the others. The metallics spread a little more, but they held their color. Pinata has a tighter hold to their ink. You know, it went on and spread some, but not much. Look at that many stamps, how much that spread versus it took a lot more stamps to get the same size. Color-wise, though, guys, the little box of 16, you're getting the same payout on color as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at that. So, and then I like this look. Like I said, that's the one that I've done the bulk of mine with, is this one. I've used these a little, I've used these a little, but these are the ones I've used the most, and you've seen those ornaments. I think that some of these colors are the same, so I think what happened on this one with these is because of what's underneath it. It really got messed up when I used a sealer on it that caused the ink to run. So there is a coating on here of, you know, a combination of dried inks and that sealer where I tried to clean it off with alcohol. So I think that's affected this because look, you can't even tell it's yellow, and I've used yellow on several ornaments. Okay guys, so to wrap up, we have talked about the type of ornaments that you can use: glass, acrylic, whatever you have. If they're clear, you're going to want to put white paint in to give them a background. Otherwise, you can use your white ornaments. I have not tried silver, but if you have any silver ones that you're wanting to recycle, you might get those out and try them. You know, they're light, so they may play fairly well, especially if you're using one of these highly pigmented ones. And you've seen the 3 different types of ink and how they play together and the different results you're going to get. I'm going to list all 3 in the description box below. I don't want to price anything because you know how Amazon is, and their prices fluctuate. But you will at least be able to go on there and really compare them. Decide based on what you've seen how they've reacted to the ones you might want to order and try. So I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll be back. The next video will still be alcohol ink, but it's a little bit different because we're going to be putting alcohol ink on the inside of the ornament instead of the outside.